Breathing all the way in and letting go. Allowing your mind to settle and coming into the presence of the here and now. Ow, 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 ow. Hello, hello, hello. Ow, ow. We're very delighted, as always, to be here and to attune to all of you and your frequencies as many powerful beings of light are here and arriving for this particular activation and attunement to the resurrection flame itself. Calling in Archangel Michael and his legions of light as these flames of protection are surrounding and attuning to all of you to the highest frequency of love, opening your heart center and coming into the presence of now, allowing your eyes to become heavier and heavier and your shoulders to drop. Your jaw is relaxing and letting go. And your entire body is surrendering and falling down into a deeper and deeper state, letting go more and more and more. As you are letting go and relaxing into this place, the awareness and presence and the vibration of Mount Shasta is coming into your awareness. Feeling the presence and the majesty of the beautiful mountain and the snow at its peak, the air and its clarity, the purity in the air, and the scent of the meadows and the pine trees. You are moving rapidly up the mountain, and on either side of you are large, tall pine trees. These are the guardians of the mountain, and no one passes by and through them who is not prepared to meet the mountain and attune to the frequencies of Telos. As you are moving and spiraling up the mountain, coming to a place in which is called Panther Meadow. You are moving into and entering in the meadow filled with blooming flowers and the scent of spring, feeling the vibration and the frequency of this beautiful place. The resurrection flame is here and present, and although in linear time it may not be spring where it is that you are, it is the rebirthing, the resurrection vibration that lives and dwells within the seeds of all things, giving life and birthing itself through the hard, wintry, winter ground, giving life to new frequencies. This vibration turns on and brings forth the life force, bringing it into wholeness as it comes in and is filled with bounty for all of you. This frequency has moved through the crops and it has moved through the land. And for many where you are now, it is the time of the harvest as you are moving into the fall and the temperatures are beginning to shift and change. And you are gathering that in which has been sowed from the frequencies of the high sun in the summertime. You find yourself here in this meadow, and it is inside this meadow that this flame is alive. Aware that you are here and in Panther Meadow, feel the vibration and the frequency of this place, and notice that there is a spring of water It is bubbling source of life force energy. And this spring is made and shaped like a uterus. It is in the form of a womb. It feels like creation itself. The bubbles are gentle but strong and powerful, and it is the source water, primordial water, filled with codes. As you're walking through the meadows, moving toward this beautiful spring, you see a figure in the distance next to the spring. She is wearing red, a bright, beautiful red. Her hair is long and wavy and brown, and she is shimmering in the light. She almost feels like a maiden, bent over with her hands in the spring, cupped in there as if she is about to drink from this spring. You can only see the back of her, but something about her is unusual, a frequency, a sweetness, a light, as if she is etheric and real all at the same time. You feel a presence about her, a groundedness, a beauty. You move toward her, but as you move toward her, you see her there, and you're not ready to approach her. You're just watching her. And as you are watching her, another figure appears on the other side of the spring. This figure is beautiful and strong. It is a male, and it is luminous, as if it is wearing a garment of light. It has flowing dark hair and eyes that pierce the essence of your soul. The energy's hands are large and open, as if something is coming out of the hands, a light from the center of his hands. And this light is moving into the source of the spring in the water. And as it moves into the water, the light ripples across the water and it reaches into the hands of this beautiful woman. This woman is Mary Magdalene, and her hands are cupped in the water and in the spring, and she feels energy like light coming into the water, and it starts to stir as if the water is alive, and she looks up and follows the path of the beaming light that is cast on the water, and she looks up and she sees Yeshua. He is standing there across from her on the other side of the spring, beaming light, and it is floating through her. She takes the water and raises her hands to her mouth as she drinks it, knowing the sacredness of its frequency, the codes that are inside of it. She looks up at him. He is not a stranger to her, for she knows him in her essence, in her soul, for they have traversed through the universe and woven worlds and given birth to realities for times unknown. And it is that she is here now, not inside Telos and not with him there, but on the surface, for the reality of their frequency and the wisdom of their knowing and their story now to be told. And as she looks into his eyes and he into hers, he walks across the spring, levitating on the water. His feet do not touch it, for he glides over to where she is. He is fully in his light body, emanating light, and yet he also appears to be in the flesh, both at once, simultaneously. He falls to his knees, and she already on hers. They look into one another's eyes. He moves close to her, as you witness this. And he leans in to kiss her. And as he kisses her, a light emanates from his heart and from hers, and you see them merging like a sphere spinning between them. They are embracing one another. He moves in closer, as does she, still sitting on their knees touching one another, their eyes embracing, their hearts connected, his hand on her heart, hers on his, a pulsation moving, an energy shifting, eyes connected, breath together, merging as they kiss deeply and passionately. You almost want to turn away, for this is not to be seen or spoken of, for this has been hidden and denied, for this cannot be right nor true, for how can this be holy? And yet it is so holy. He leans back now, opening his legs, wrapping them around her, she doing the same, coming in even closer, heart to heart, abdomen to abdomen, perineum to perineum, breath to breath, eyes to eyes, heart to heart, embracing. And as they embrace, you feel an energy. Something is happening. You can see light as if they are translucent, spiraling through them, opening up spaces, and the energy spirals like a corkscrew, spiraling all the way down. And an opening beneath the spring opens, and the energy of the water and their vibration spins rapidly. Although you can still perceive them, the energy is moving quickly, rapidly, down, further, deeper, 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 as a space opens up and a womb inside the earth opens and an energy is flooded by their light. The space is being flooded by their frequency, this light emanating from their true passion and their love for one another that is complete and whole and unconditional. And the energy pours light into the inner worlds, into the planet, inside the womb of the great mother, Earth herself, in the inner core. And as it is received, it spirals, amplifying, growing, expanding, reaching them tenfold, moving into the bottom of their spine, spiraling up, and they begin to emanate even more light, rising out of their crowns and all the way up as if an opening happens. A doorway is passed, a ring moves through, and energy spirals, and a door enters into the core, into a space filled with mirrors reflecting light and patterns of frequencies and geometries, and you see and perceive them everywhere and all that their stories that have been told about them. But the truth is appearing within the mirror. It cannot be denied, for the mirror reflects the truth in ways nothing else can. And that energy, the truth of their frequency, embodying their real knowingness, the essence and the beauty of their soul, merging and floating like spirals, lights of droplets of energy coming out of the portaled mirrors, rippling down and cascading over them and into their hearts, creating a union between them. And as this union occurs and unfolds, a toric field appears, and you see it moving rapidly around them, a magnetism expanding and expanding, and ripples of love and compassion moving through the planet and into every cell and tissue of every living biological being. And the frequency is moving rapidly into the animals and the water and the elements and the trees. And that frequency is expanding, and you are receiving it as well, standing there witnessing the power of this presence, the power of love itself. And now you notice that you are there and they are standing They rise to face you, and you all of a sudden realize that you are sitting on a throne, a chair. But it is more than a chair, it is filled with gold, it is filled with jewels. It is a throne, a chariot, an energy of light. And you see Mary Magdalene in front of you to your left and Yeshua to your right. She's wearing robes of red that morph into frequencies of blues and purples and violets, and him in a golden garment robe of light, holding in his hand the sun, radiating the codes of light from its frequencies, and her in her hand the moon. They look at you. They are of equal measure and of equal part. They come to bestow upon you many gifts. You sit there in complete allness of their frequency and of their beauty, and you feel Mary Magdalene begin to move toward you, approaching you. You stay seated in your chair of throne. You feel her move close in her presence. Her love is complete and overwhelming for you. She carries within her frequency a blueprint of a burden of sort, asking that it be removed, for she has stepped into her garment of light and wants you to do the same, for she sees you as herself. She bends down again upon her knees, holding this pure water as if it somehow remained in her hands, as if she could carry it somehow, a vessel within her own self. Bending down, she begins to drip this water upon your feet. You feel the water on your feet now, as if it is washing them somehow, as if she is humbling, bending down to you and washing your feet. She bends all the way down and she kisses them so gently on the top of your foot, your left, and your right foot. She bends over, you look and see her brown hair. You see light emanating out of the top of her forehead. She rises up a bit and you see an energy like a bindu in her third eye. It is emanating a beautiful jewel like a ruby, and her eyes are so brown and tender and beautiful, as if they are overwhelming the softness of her skin and the redness of her lips. You look down and you can see in her red velvety dress her bosom, and inside of it there is an egg. The egg falls out and into her hand, and she places it beneath you. She has carried it for a long time. It is encoded with frequencies, as her truth is now to be revealed, to come alive, to give birth to. And as she looks up at you, as she has washed her feet, she begins to stand, and as she stands, her beautiful dress has a cape like a red robe, and then all of a sudden it wraps you in it, and you are held in the darkness. It is pitch black, like you're in a void inside her cloak of darkness. You can't see anything, but you feel so embraced somehow, so loved. She whispers to you, "There have been many distortions told of me, mistruths. I have been forgotten and judged, stoned, and seen as a sinner and a whore. You can see I am none of that, and so much more. I come because the imprints of these frequencies have washed across your planet and have touched you too, my sweet one. I ask you to feel their vibration inside of you. I speak of their horrors for a moment not to focus on them or dwell, but for the light to be shed upon them, so that you may open the doors of this dark way, these energies hidden beneath the surface, that they may come into the light. She asks of you to bring awareness to a feeling in which you've been repressed, for anything in which you have pushed down or repressed. For when your true nature was squashed, in which you followed the rules and not your own path, in which you were feeling invisible or hidden or on the side scenes taken care of, sacrificing for others, forgetting your true nature, denying your own self. She asks of you to feel this energy as she approaches you, an energy perhaps that you have denied for so long or forgotten. The misunderstanding that her frequency, which was deeply sexual, was then personified as a whore. But it is this sexual energy, this current, this frequency that births worlds. This is the creation force of realities. This is the feminine, and it is no longer to be denied within you, within all. You feel a surge moving through your body as if her frequency is healing you, as if something that she is doing is going into these deep parts of yourself that have been forgotten, that have been hidden, that have been filled with shame, that have been filled with guilt, that have been denied. And she comes and she loves them, all of them. She says, I had learned to love myself in the stories told of me, and my love is so great that it brings worlds into new worlds. I carry that love now for you. May you feel it. You feel an energy moving toward you, a pressing upon you, a merging of sorts, a touching in your heart, an opening inside, a willingness to be free, a surge moving through. Her energy embracing you. In the darkness in this space, a little bit of light starts to penetrate it. You see the outline of her. She is in front of you. You are kneeling next to her, with her. She's holding you. You are safe. You are loved. She reminds you that in the mystery, in the dark, in the emptiness, in the void, in the spaciousness, in the nothingness, in the stillness, in the darkness of the night, creation is born. Not to be afraid of it no more, but to embrace its presence, the deep well of wisdom, the creational force, the depth within, the energy that can heal, the energy that intuitively knows, the energy of wisdom of the great grandmothers, all the way back to Source itself. The teachings passed down through the mystery schools, the remembering in the presence of who you are, the lifetimes spent in caves, in spaces, in ceremony, in chanting, in circles of love, in dancing, in the sounds of the music and the drums, the beatings of the heart, the waters flowing through you, the lifetimes after lifetime of the old teachings in the schools that have been forgotten, in the places that have been buried, in the alchemy and the wisdom that has been lost, in the herbs and the plants that heal and know, in all of the deep teachings, in the gospels that have been forgotten and burned, in the mission to return to this knowing, to walk through the desert, to commune with the stars, to merge with all families in all realms and worlds as one, to harmonize with the light, to give birth through the sound and the spoken word, through the emptiness of the I am, a light turns on. As you move through the darkness of the womb and its portal into the world where you are, may you carry my remembering with you. And as she whispers this and more to you, feeling her presence, feeling the source of her spring water, cleansing and clearing and purifying all old frequencies, the truth rises and resurrects inside of you. And she, slowly embracing you, begins to move much closer, as if she is entering you, as if she is now inside of you. You are her, embodying this vibration of all that has been carried, but the knowing of the teachings of the illuminated one, resurrecting inside of you the presence of the true feminine frequency. And you feel yourself also wearing a red robe, sitting in your throne, feeling the vibration and the presence of her love and her passion. And as you open your eyes as her, a bright light that is blinding in front of you, a frequency so beautiful, so healing, so present, standing before you. This vibration carries codes and teachings of healing that comes from only seeing the wholeness within oneself and nothing but that true wholeness. The energy that heals, that moves over water, that multiplies, the energy that turns from the water to the wine, the frequency of alchemy, the magic of love. This vibration coming close to you, placing its hands on top of your head, and you feel a vibration moving through your whole body, an energy of electricity, as if you are lighting up into pure light, and you feel a flame from underneath you, a flame that is twofold, a flame within the Vesica Pisces, that of the gold and the purple merging into a flame of light that bursts through an egg, and it moves up through the waters and the eggs through your body, and it begins to resurrect you, resurrecting your truth, resurrecting your I am that I am presence, resurrecting your own divinity, awakening you to your true knowing. And you feel the vibration and this frequency of this golden flame with the outer edges of a deep purple moving through your whole body, as if you are in a throne filled with golden, dazzling purple light. Feel that vibration rushing through you in the choice that I am presence. I am whole. This expanded energy now is emanating out, and it is merging with the toric field of the divine masculine and feminine within you as you return to wholeness in a conscious choice to be fully and completely in all of your femininity and fully and completely in all of your masculine frequency, embodying both within equal parts within self to complete wholeness. And so it is. Allowing yourself to feel this vibration moving through you rapidly, you begin to feel yourself on this throne wearing this robe of light, the garment of light itself, your light body, activated through these frequencies and codes, carried through thousands and thousands of years, through lifetime after lifetime, holding the flame that is now resurrected within you. That beautiful source, spring energy, swirling and embedded within the waters of your chalice, of your drinking glass, of all waters that you drink, moving forward, carrying the codes of this balanced vibration, resurrecting and restoring wholeness within your energetic, physical, emotional, and mental body. You are made whole. I am the resurrection and the life. And as you give yourself permission to feel this, you notice that in your left hand you are holding a sphere. And this sphere is made of water. It feels like the moon. It is dark and mysterious. It is beautiful and feminine. It is filled with codes of presence and intuition and creativity. And in your right hand, you feel a sphere of dazzling light, of golden frequencies, power surging through it, the sun in your own hands, the codes of action and of service, the frequency of both, that you may merge them together, bringing them inside your heart, that you may move forward with acts of service, bringing your light to humanity from a place of wholeness. And so it is. May you allow yourself to feel the vibration of the resurrection flame moving through you, connecting to this frequency, allowing yourself to be made whole. embodying the divine teachings and truth of Mary Magdalene, as she opens a pathway for you now to attune to and follow in the remembering of your own divinity. Coming into the presence of this now moment, carrying the codes with you. May you begin to slowly move your hands, your fingers and toes, your head left to right, coming back here. Knowing and receiving this love. Mm. Thank you for connecting with this magnificent frequency that is so potent and powerful.